So that cold opening for The Last of Us shows that the wolves, which includes Abby and her cohorts, are better stewards of humanity than Joel and Ellie. Spoilers for The Last of Us, episode 5, season 2. I'm walking the streets of New York, so it might be a little noisy. But I really enjoy how this episode began. I miss a good ominous cold open like what happened in seasons 1 with the first 2 or 3 episodes. And obviously I'm not referencing the games because in the games they already knew about the spores, but in this show they're just discovering the spores, but showing that that lady was willing to lock in her own son, basically doom her son and the rest of his crew to help out the community, to be better for the greater good, to keep those spores locked in to help everybody else, shows that they're better people than even look at Joel could have possibly saved all of humanity by letting Ellie die, but he wasn't willing to do that because of selfishness. And it also just goes to show the foolishness of revenge, because coming to find out that Ellie knows what Joel did and doesn't care and still wants revenge against Ellie. Like, when does it end? And not only just that, but I feel like it's more than just getting revenge against Abby. Like, I think she loves the violence. She relishes in the violence. And so just to go on this suicide mission, this is fun to her. This is all she knows. Because if you remember back to the previous episode where she said, like, what if they come back? We don't know these people. Like, if it was about that, she would at least said something to Nora when she was like, do you know what Joel did? She would at least had said something, some level of empathy. But she was like, yeah, I know. I don't care. Where's Abby? And they're also going to show that Abby's a better person. She let Dina and Ellie and anybody else that wasn't Joel live. Whereas Ellie and Dina, they're killing everybody. They don't care. Everybody's dropping on their mission. There's a reason the saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, exists, because it's true. And Dina tried to justify Ellie's revenge quest by talking about what she did with the first man that she killed, but even that made no sense because Dina was actively in danger when she killed that man. Ellie is on a mission. Like, these people ain't even thinking, they let her live. They only went after Joel. And yet she's actively not only just put herself in danger, but Dina and Dina's unborn child in danger. And now we're seeing Jesse and Tommy going after them. So now they're in danger. But I am glad they brought the spores into this show, because I was always wondering how they were going to do the death of Nora, being that, because in season 1 they said they weren't going to introduce spores. They introduced a new element that isn't in the games, where it's like a part of the vines where if you step on it, it alerts infected from miles away. But I'm glad they included the spores this time around. But I'm curious how it's going to work, because they don't have gas masks because they didn't know about spores in this show. But I really enjoyed this episode. It was fun. But what did you guys think about this latest episode of The Last of Us? Like, share, comment, interact for the All Gay Rhythm.